Welcome back to our channel, Fighter Trailer, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a gripping and thought-provoking episode for you. We will be exploring one of the most infamous events in Kuwait history, the Supernatural Soiree, a Kuwaiti singer's encounter with Jinn, explained by a spiritual expert. Thank you for joining us on this in-depth exploration. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, I'm Karim Kaburia. Social media pioneers have brought to mind the story of Noura's clinking, and it seems that it has not ended with the passage of generations. This is a story whose events go back to the 90s of the last century, with an artist who gained wide fame in some Arab Gulf countries because of her celebration of wedding parties. A takaka is a woman who sings a kind of humiliating folk singing that has been a staple of weddings in some Gulf countries for years. She relies on her ability to sing quickly, which motivates everyone around her to dance in a crazy way to the tunes of folk songs and other modern ones, using tambourines with her and her band. A dance similar to Zar. The attendees indulge in dancing and clapping quickly, similar to the Zar dance that the Jinn allegedly performs, with the same loud rhythm. In the past, it would take a whole year to find these groups due to the busyness of the drummers and the great demand for them. However, it seems that their time has ended, or that it is no longer at its peak. Their situation has changed, and the demand for them has decreased. Kuwaiti society still remembers the story, but Kuwaiti society still remembers the story of Noura, the clicker, and circulates a strange and terrifying story that happened in the 90s of the last century with the Kuwaiti clicker, Noura, who became widely known throughout the country and in the Arabian Gulf because of her golden throat, which she had at the same time. The beginning of the story with the world of Jinn Noura's story began with the world of Jinn through an invitation from a woman who urgently asked her to bring her band to perform at her daughter's wedding. The woman refused because her request coincided with the band's vacation, but she was convinced after I sent her a message that her daughter's heart would break if she did not come to perform at her wedding. According to the popular story, the woman sent a message on her personal phone in which she wrote, "Please, my daughter insists that you be the one to host her party, and she will be heartbroken. Please." She asked her when the party was, and she replied, "Tonight at 10 in the evening." According to the circulating story, the lady sent the address to Al-Taktaka to go to the party, but her heart was not comfortable with that party, and she was filled with a feeling that she would not go, but she promised that lady. On the day that marked the celebration of the wedding, the lady went with a group of tambourines or women who played the tambourine to the place, which did not look like other places where parties had previously been held. It was a palace filled with bright lights, with decorations of all shapes and sizes in the middle, which was what aroused astonishment among the crowd. The band, the Kuwaiti Taktaka, went in the evening, accompanied by her band of 6 girls, and they were received by the bride's father. They entered the house, which was full of people, decorations, and lights that indicated that there was actually a wedding party. But they noticed that the people who greeted them had a rough texture of their hands and an unnaturally pale color on their faces. I felt Noura and her squad became frightened whenever they approached them. The evening began with playing and dancing, filling the place with the band and the guests taking turns dancing and singing. And at the moment they were lifting their dresses, the Noura band was surprised to find that the people did not have human feet, but rather the feet of animals. A Kuwaiti media personality narrated through a video clip that the Kuwaiti artist asked the band to continue dancing and singing so that they would not notice that they saw something strange until one of the girls fainted. And when the band finished all the performances, they took their drums and left the place. She added, after they left the place, they found a man who knew the Kuwaiti Taktaka and its band. He asked them what brought them to this house, and the Taktaka replied that she received a phone from a woman and asked her to hold a wedding in this place, and they took a date and time. The man surprised Noura Al-Kuwaiti and her group with his words, saying,
This house has been abandoned for years and there is no one in it. So how did this happen? When he took them to the place, they found that the house was empty of its thrones and there was no one in it. They were certain that the house was deserted and haunted by jinn and goblins. For his part, the spiritual expert Muhammad Hassan revealed that the existence of jinn is real despite their absence. And although people do not perceive them with their naked eyes due to their stay in the hidden world, their appearance in this case is due to their love for this type of drums and words that are said quickly, as the art of clicking is similar to the czar that moves them and makes them appear, in the form of people who prefer it.
They sought help from a human witch. Hassan added in special statements to Hannah that this incident often occurs due to the beating of the tambourine. They may move around them and have not seen them on nights they lived before, but the jinn reproduce and marry, and that is why they spotted them in the form of seduction. And this type are the demons of the jinn. They are able to appear in the form of a human being and a lady. She was contacted by a flying jinn who used a human witch. Therefore, they were able to reach the woman and her group, and they often had a service relationship with her and carried out things for her in exchange for this evening. He continued, "The elves are competing, and it is possible that there will be a race between this family and other families, and they won the bet, as they brought this group to brag to their peers that they came with it after disagreements arose between them over the implementation of the bet, as happens with humans."
These are just a few of the engaging series that await you on our YouTube channel. Explore haunted files, legendary monsters, forbidden knowledge, and much more. Thank you for joining us on this extraordinary journey as we discover the secrets of the unknown, one episode at a time. Sign up now and let the exploration begin.